Welcome back, folks, to Pigs TV. I'm your host, Pigs, as usual. So today we have, I would say, one of my favourite maps in the map pool. Supreme Isthmus is based on the old Supreme Commander map, as far as I know. But we are running the winter 1.82 version, so it's slightly different to the previous one. I will not go through the commanders because by the time I get through them all, it'll be they'll be hitting each other. So in this, because it's mirrored, what normally wants to happen is this one needs to come up there and possibly normally get the water. These two are the backliners, so these give an important role. So they should be funneling stuff to this front. And these two need to, and normally you have one on there, but I think this is what the change was. There used to be something there as well, but there isn't anymore. Geo's question, usually the Geos get by this person. But obviously, Tommy is actually sat there. It's probably because there used to be some stuff here. Wind will go in tidal as well, or usually goes in tidal. Also, hold my weed, sorry, I just thought it was funny. We'll get this Geo as well. So we see what they got. He may, or Wind may elect to put a shipyard into there. So, yeah, they've got a lot of changes on here. These weren't here in an earlier version. And I think you can eat these up. Yeah, you can. And this actually, if you could get a strategic bomber or, a nuke in there, this will blow up. And you'll be able to get water through there. I have seen it once or twice, or it's not very often. It has to be a really long map. A long, play map, if you get what I mean. I played for a long time. I'll get it there. I'll get it right what I'm trying to say in a minute. So, if you addict is it's back and forth at the moment, but he's gonna lose all these, and whether they're gonna push through is questionable. They've certainly got the upper hand at the moment. Like I said, if the backline's funneling this, they can get a lot more units out. They only need to do it for a few minutes. Construction, questionable. He should have a lot more out than that. That's not enough to even do this. You see what I mean? So the grunt's just basically taking out all his eco. And sometimes that's all she wrote. Some more grunts are coming down from, I don't know which one that was. Immort. He's just grunting spam to get obviously out, but it's working. It's definitely working, and it means that they have to deal with this, as otherwise they'll get to the back line. No, they still haven't dealt with it, so they'll take out all this eco as well. These is incredibly good. These three have done really well. They will get even more. That's it. So really, this team is definitely on the back foot. The Reds are on the back foot now. You can tell by the eco at the top, where metal and energy, it's on 20%, but it means a lot. Is he going in the water? No, he's got a turtle and just bits of dragon teeth, which I think is not the right move. Although saying that though, they won't then have anything against, if they can find out that, if somebody could send air over to him, which I think he's doing. He would know, and then not build. He doesn't really need to build a lot of. He doesn't really need to build a lot of shipyard. He probably would be better then going changing from shipyard to something else. maybe amphibious tanks or something like that. It's a long way down there, but at least it's something. Two commanders cannot blow each other up now, and they haven't done for about a year and a half. So it's not going to match that, but they will still explode, obviously, with their little laser. So they've sort of stabilised. Things are stabilising now over, you know, over other things. I thought Blue would have, Immort would have actually pushed the bit further back. They are sort of about halfway, but they're over halfway and they're over that way, so it's like half and a half really. There's no yes or no, and there's no. You will have to get off that front line. The weakest link here is, unfortunately, this player. He's doing all that he needs to move up. He needs to help his teammate. His teammate's doing all the work at the moment, and then when he brings his blue over there, he's bringing the obviously the purple as well. So it's 2 against 1. Tick run by, which will do some damage. Yeah, put a few things up there to help out. But he should have been up there. He should have been up there way longer than that. They're relatively behind again now. Is the red? The red was in the lead in the stuff, and now they're all completely behind. Oh no, it's a little back and forth. So the energy income is sort of slightly in reds, but then it's swapping back. So there's no real winner at the moment. Isthmus is trying his best. I mean, it's a gallant effort for sure. And he is pushing back, but the trouble is I think he's losing units as well. Again, strife. I think you need to strife forward and strife back. That's the only way you can do that. And when he fires, you'll be already coming back by then and it won't make a difference. So now we've got Tommy, he's coming down now. He's actually going to come and give his hand to his teammate, which is good. Not a lot going on in here. It's a bit back and forth. Obviously the one up here is done. He's on his own, so there's no point me looking at that. If he knows that, see, this is what I said. So it is quite common to put a shipyard in this section here and not actually here anymore. Which you can probably tell the reason why is there's no actual. See, there's nothing. There's no metal or anything. Well, there is a bit of metal around here to be able to fund. So it's more of a viable option now than it used to be, I think. And what most people tend to do is that's what it tends to be. Oh, so Isthmus unfortunately lost his commander. Blooming hell, they've been funding a czar.
Battle started.
Very nice. Give me so that I can go to T3 fast. I don't really think you need a bit aggressive worded there. It's please. Manners doesn't cost anything, but some people just. I know it's more difficult for the people that are speak non-English, I suppose, but you know, English is the international language. So this Tsar is going to do absolute mammoth. He's going to try and degun it. Whether he gets a chance, it's going to be close. I don't think he's going to get a chance, no. He tried his best. If he'd have got rid of the Tsar, I think times might have turned. But now it's just a festive rolling now. So they're going to have to come around here and defend this. One of these needs to step up the mark and help. Because if they don't come and help, it's not going to go anywhere. That's a nice play though. That's very nice. EMP in the Tsar. And now D-gun in the Tsar. That's worked really well. He could lose his commander. I think he's probably realises he's probably going to do so. I might as well move forward. Oh, no, he's not. He's back and forth, back and forth. What have we got on the water now? Not a lot. Just a bit of skirmishing here and there. You would assume that a Peanut would actually be winning all of this because his eco is so much higher than the pigs. And then tries on this. But he's catch 22. So they've stabilised, which is good. And they're eating, obviously they're eating up the commander. And that was obviously his teammate's commander. So what have we, I was thinking, was Win still in, but he is still in, he's still playing. Complaint. I was just reading the chat there was some like he was going to GG, you know, resign. I don't like that. I like, you know, if you win, you win. You know what I mean? It's only a game. It's not the end of the world. Oh, let's just push this into the meat grinder. Although saying that, though, them aggregators will go against these grunts. There's far too many of them. This push is going to be devastating, to be honest with you. You're gonna have to D-gun something or get the hell out of there. D-gun. Where's your D-gun? Oh, lucky. So now it's back to the top. It's back to the blue again. So red was all that, and then it was all blue, and now it's just going back. It's going back and forth. This. They're making a good go of it. This is what I like to see. Peanut's got a lot. I thought he might do. Well, there we go. So that's been taken down. So one lot's got the C one side and one lot's got the other side. Massive run by Marty to take this infrastructure out. So that's that player gone. I think he's actually left, to be honest. Because it was Summit, wasn't it? Yeah, he's actually left the play. So I'm not a fan of that. Nice D-guns. Almost got them. There's too much pushing down now. Like I said, this backline's going to have to help. And their backline is doing absolutely nothing. They've got light gunships, but they need to be. That's it. Send them out. At least help your teammates. His Alex is coming back, but they didn't wipe him out fully. He's obviously down here. He's obviously got some eco down here, yeah. But I don't think he's got any form of defense whatsoever. Well, he has got defense. He's got like turrets up, but no like aggravators or very little. Once last time he lost his, lost the fight. So, I'm thinking his tanks are coming through, which is what I said. Salamander, now, this will do some damage. I know Hollywood will not be expecting this to be coming. So when these come out, that's why I'm watching this, because it's pretty stable. Yeah, here they come. Yeah, nice bit of pinging. I reckon, yeah, this area's been lost for sure. It's definitely lost somehow. Although it will depend on what they're going to do here. Whether there's enough air, they can certainly take all this air out. Now these are the bombers, so hopefully these bombers will do some damage before this even gets anywhere. Ooh, unfortunately, didn't quite hit the mark there. It's taking these things out, but it's not going to do a lot. So Peanut's actually come on and he's degunning. I mean, that's an unusual bit. You don't see an enemy commander coming out that far ever. What'd be nice if he got a jammer or something and was able to jam himself, and he would be able to take that out. Well, that's is that going to be enough to? No, it's not. They're still running. Took out some of that with the, but not enough to do any damage really. It's still back and forth, but they're not really pushing their authority, their advantage on this flank. Zaz's back out again, and a missile tank, a rocket. He's building them quite. These are all in the way. There we go. See, Dreadnought will take out a lot of that. He hasn't got enough for a flagship though. But that's just going to keep that honest. It needs to move that out of the way. Pounder. There's no real advantage of a pounder, I don't think now, because there's no swarming units. The Jaguar Light will do quite well, certainly against the grunts. There's that. Well, he's just firing at anything. He's firing at his own units. So this is the problem that you have to be careful with. They are. He's trying to get on this edge. The grunts will melt. That's not a problem. Yeah, I would have tried to move in. You can get this out to fire at his own friendly units. It's not too bad. Okay. Strange fortification for some unknown reason. I don't know what he's planning. But he's planning for something, because I don't understand why he would do all them fortifications like that. Don't get it. I'm sure there's some possible way. Oh! Commander went down. Don't know what that went down with. Couldn't see. It went blown up anyway, so... This is such a back and forth match though. I'm quite surprised that, you know, they haven't certainly done, you know, they've just sort of left off the ball as the blue, to be honest, on here. He had so much, he was bringing out so much stuff, and then just didn't. It tick spam's like horrendous. But it's good for that. So hopefully they can. I have no idea what. The rattlesnake. The rattlesnake will take out quite a lot of that. But whether it'll be able to see, I don't think you can see because of this line. Like here, you can only really see this line. So whether it can take out anything, I don't know. Right, so we got another push. We must have 2 Zars by now, but no, we've only got 1 still. And a heavy missile tank. Again, it's good, and it does do a lot of damage, but it's just slow. And it can be, you know, now he fires, now they run into it and take it out. But there is a lot of heavier, the T2 heavy assault one. A few pounders, not really needed now, but it's definitely now flooded again. We're not really doing a massive amount. The prosecutor. They must have put them in high trajectory mode, I think. I think you can do that with the rattlesnake and the prosecutor. It's a bit back and forth, but I think they've definitely successfully broken through. Still struggling a bit on this because of the fortifications there. Oh well, maybe not anymore. That's a goner. So is the end of 9? Yes, I think so. Well, there's definitely something happening. Oh, he's got a lot of infrastructure up here, though. That's a lot of... They're tearing down this, the Marauders. I would say that's it, to be honest. They had the Starlights, but they're okay, but it's too slow. Like I said, that back line really needs to be helping the front line for at least a good few minutes, and then they can do what they need to do, because nobody's going to get them these 2 back lines until later on. And if they can funnel stuff to the front line, especially these 2, then you've got a good chance of actually pushing through or holding the line for a while at least. There's nothing here that can take these Marauders out. And not even these, because, well, they're just transports, so they ain't going to do nothing. And they've just passed them by. Oh, no, they haven't. So the end is definitely nigh, and here's the flagship. So the flagship will do absolutely devastating. Yeah, if we can't build 1, we'll build 2. That's a good idea. Ooh, it is definitely the end of... yeah, that's it. They resigned. So I hope you enjoyed that. I do like Supreme Isthmus, I must admit. It is a nice team map. All it glitters is as well. I would say that's a pretty favourite map as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and come back again.